Chicago First Church of the Nazarene moved out of the city of Chicago back in 1974. The world was a little bit different then than it is today. There were racial issues, there were crime issues, there were perceptional issues that were going on in this city, in this metropolitan area at that time. And churches and people and neighborhoods and companies were moving out into the suburbs. And so our church was part of that migration to the southwest suburbs of the city of Chicago. We've been here since then. It's been in the last few years that God opened a door for us to go back into the city, and we rejoice in that opportunity. We've learned some things about racial reconciliation. We've learned some things about crossing various lines of division, like socioeconomic and cultural. We've learned some things about taking the message of Christ to whoever will receive it, wherever they are, however they live. And we decided we wanted to be a part of that. God opened the door with an abandoned Nazarene church that had been empty for more than a decade. And through our district, in a partnership with the Chicago Central District and Dr. Brian Wilson, our district superintendent, we were given the opportunity to renovate this abandoned building. It had largely become a place for squatters to live, for homeless people, for crack addicts. That was all there was. It was a building with 22 court injunctions against it. It was on the city's demolition list, could have been torn down at any time without even notifying the owner. From that beginning 3 years ago to now, we have done a $550,000 renovation of that property. It is an absolute jewel in the neighborhood where it is, one of the most troubled neighborhoods in the city of Chicago. And we have been able to establish an after-school program that is touching the lives of more than 100 children a day there in that building. We have hired an African-American site pastor who's going to be developing a brand new campus extension of Chicago First Church back in the city of Chicago for the first time in over 3 decades. We're going to be having a church developed there with all the normal things that a church can offer: worship gatherings and Bible studies and ministries to children and teenagers in a very different socioeconomic and racial neighborhood than we're in here in the suburbs. But God opened this door. We have walked through this door because the opportunity was given. And through this partnership with the district, we were able to do this. We give God the praise for that. And Suburban Church, virtually all white, moving back into the city in a west side neighborhood that is almost 100% African American. All kinds of things going on there that are good, that are part of the kingdom of God and how the kingdom is advanced, and we're part of that process. And we're very, very excited about what God has done already and is going to do in this partnership.